Kick the football off. Kick it off. Kick it off.
Oh, man. So, last night.
Yeah.
Big night for the Cowboys.
Yeah, big night.
Big night for the Cowboys.
Big night. Yeah.
Jared Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Let go of Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
First thing I want to ask you, how are you doing?
I'm in grief counseling right now. No, doing great in the sense that it's interesting that the Netflix special that just came out a couple weeks ago, everybody looking at America team, it's like we reliving it all over again.
History repeats itself.
Yeah, that nightmare of the 90s, the breakup of Jerry and Jimmy, letting emotions and ego get in the way of championship football.
Yeah.
It's like we're living it all over again.
So, I would love to have been cognitive enough. I was young during the 90s.
Yeah.
So maybe this is just God's gift to me.
Okay.
To just watch the turmoil.
Yeah.
Of your owner. I mean, it's self-inflicted.
It is.
It's self-inflicted that so much pride to be in front.
Right.
Media 365 days. That's what he wants.
Yeah. That's a part of building the brand. You know, from his standpoint, that's a part of how he builds the brand. But the brand has been built. It's time again to rebuild the team. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's where it gets off the rail at.
So, to be America's team,
right?
That's it is what it is. That's America's team, the star. We've thrown jokes all year.
Right. We have.
We gotta follow the star.
Yeah.
Hey man, ain't too many people following the star right now.
Wow. No, the fan base is still there, but the fan base may be suppressing its overall feelings. So it's not as vocal. You don't see as many jerseys in the stores. You don't see as much hype going into the season. We've been low key. We've been waiting for something to happen. So it's not that the fan base is not still there. What may be happening is that the fan base may not be growing at the same rate it used to.
I hear you.
Yeah. So long term, it's going to take a while for it to diminish because we're so big.
We're so big.
But
I've seen a lot of people denouncing.
Wow.
The star.
But you mean taking the jerseys off?
And then posted on Facebook that they are no longer riding with the Cowboys anymore.
Right. And I mean, I understand it because emotionally, I was a big Micah fan. So I thought, what would I look like putting on a Green Bay jersey? And first of all, only old people are Green Bay fans. And what might happen with Love at quarterback and Micah on defense, Green Bay may attract younger fans. Because you don't run around being a cheesehead. You know, you got to kind of be born into that.
Yeah.
They're not flashy. They've always been consistent, a solid foundation on an NFL team owned by the people of the community. They're so unique in a lot of ways. But no, I don't know if I could denounce the Cowboys.
Really?
I've been a Cowboy fan 55 years. 55 years from 1970 to now. From Craig Morton, Roger Staubach came, Dwayne Thomas, Hollywood Henderson. I'm Cowboy through and through. But the next generation of the family may not be there if we can't turn things around. That's the scary part.
Would you root for another team?
I can root for another player.
Okay.
So I can root that Micah does good. I can see Parsons winning Defensive Player of the Year, leading the league in sacks. I would be even happy for him to get a ring. Yeah. I'll be happy for him to get a ring because of the person. And that's how I would have to look at it. If I can't get there, at least I want to be happy for another person. I'm not going to be happy for another team. Like I never could be happy for the Eagles. I could be happy for Jalen Hurts, but I can't. Saquon Barkley, but I can't be happy for the Eagles.
Really?
That's just immoral.
This is the pastor.
Yeah. See, we're America's team. You right here on the East Coast.
But at what cost?
At what cost?
To be America's team.
Yeah, it's costing us right now. I gotta admit that it's costing us. Absolutely, it's costing us to be at that place of being the true team of America. Absolutely.
And I just think that we have to get to a place. Not we, because matter of fact, no.
No, you can say we.
I'm going to say we because I love the Cowboys right now.
Okay, say more.
I am a Cowboy fan right now.
Okay.
Because it just seems like the Eagles are in a place of receiving gifts.
Wow.
I mean, last year we received Saquon Barkley from the Giants.
Okay.
This year, the week before, literally 7 days before we face off.
Right.
Jerry Jones says,
yeah,
and here you go. Just run all over us.
Right.
Run all over us.
So the Giants gave you a gift. Cowboys gave you a gift.
I'm waiting for the Commanders.
If Commanders give you a gift, then, yeah.
I just think that 5 is looking real close.
Wow. You thinking, it sounds like you're saying you think the Eagles could be on the verge of a run.
Yes.
A Kansas City-like run, a New England-like run.
An Eagle-like run.
Oh, wow.
We're going to do something different.
Yeah.
We're about to set our own.
You never won back-to-back. So you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that.
Hey, we're going to find out this year. I think we look good.
You do.
I think we look good.
I'm a football person. You do. You look great. Offensive, defensively, you look great. But somebody raised this question. They said, of the last Super Bowl teams, counting the Eagles, as well as Kansas City, who was the defensive star? So does the Cowboys have to have Micah to win a Super Bowl? Because the previous Super Bowl winners had team working together and not so much about one individual.
He was a key individual.
yeah, he count for a couple teams. You're right, brother. He count for a couple teams.
I mean, it amazes me how pride can make you overlook the important tools that you have been blessed with for victory.
Yeah, pride is an interesting thing. And as the owner of the team, certainly he's more vested in all the fans from a financial standpoint.
Absolutely.
I don't know if he's more invested in a winning culture standpoint, because fans would take their hard-earned money that they don't have a lot of to travel to be the seated team, seated players, to cheer them on. For him, it's drops in a bucket, of course. And they wanted more. To see people cry out the games, throw stuff at their televisions. They desire it and they want it, and they put their heart in it. I have 2 daughters, and they asked me one day, why did I raise them to be Cowboy fans? And because they were born in the 90s. One born when the Cowboys won the Super Bowl, 92. Other coming along in 99. And so we were still in our heyday. We were still getting to the playoffs and those things. And so they came up in that culture. When the Cowboys would lose, as little girls, they didn't want to go to school. They can't afford to not to go to work now. so we got to hurry turn this thing around. Yeah,
absolutely. And to see the owner, I'm not gonna say not care. I believe there's a piece of care that cares for the players, as long as the players stay within their restraints or in their guidelines of what they want. Micah had a certain request. Jerry Jones gave a counter. Counter wasn't bad. From what I understand, he was making more with that.
Right.
I think it was 5 years, 40, which would have been 202 million. Whereas with the Packers, he receives 4 years at 47.
Yeah, 188 million.
Right.
With 136 guaranteed, 47 million a year for a non-quarterback. That's incredible.
But what does that say to you about both characters?
Well, the problem is this. They have a collective bargaining agreement in which the agent can be involved, and an agent should be involved representing the player. Jerry lost me when he started talking about the fact that he and Michael had an agreement, and it's enough space in the room for just those two and not the agent. You can't, come on, man. You can't do that. Yeah. You are a long time business leader, savvy with contracts. You're doing it all day. You're asking a player that play on the same field with you as it relates to the contract. Come on, man. Whether his representation should be there. And so when that got muddy and you started to speak against the agent, you lost me because be fair to the player. They're risking life and limb out there every time they go in that field, and they should be compensated well. Absolutely. Everybody is making money in it. Don't do that. Yeah. So that was my problem with Jerry.
Now, Jerry had an interesting comment last night.
Okay.
He said that he believes that I did the right thing. It was best for the Cowboys. This is what was best for the Cowboys. You got a Pro Bowler out of it. He said a Pro Bowler contender, and Kenny Clark.
Yeah.
And 2 first-round picks.
Right.
Now they're 2 late first-round picks.
Right.
For the next 2 years.
Right.
I guess sometimes.
So you get 2 chances to try to find another Michael. That's what you're trying to say.
You do.
Yeah. And anybody knows.
And another quarterback. Whatever.
Anybody know that the draft is certainly one on you're making a selection on potential.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of times it doesn't pan out. Yeah.
So
it's been a lot of number ones that didn't pan out.
Absolutely. And I believe one of the greatest quarterbacks, one of them, was last.
Okay. Well, yeah, right at the end.
Right at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But why take the chance when you got him?
I can't say. Only time will tell you if it was the right decision. I think he's trying to recreate, go back to the film, Netflix film, go back to history, trying to recreate a Herschel Walker deal.
He said that.
Yeah.
He said that.
And there's some debate on who came up with the idea. If you look at the Netflix special, whether it was Jimmy or Jerry that came up with the idea, we celebrate the idea happening. You had a team, though, back then that was 1-15, that kind of record, 3-13 with Tom Landry, 1-15 the first year of Jerry Jones, with a one-star player on offense, and you couldn't win games. You can win games now. You have one of the top wide receivers in the game. Very talented team on certainly on paper. Motivation has been a question for us as fans. You have a quarterback who can play at a high level. So it's not like the team didn't have ingredients to compete. Look back to the last 5-7 years or so. They've been always right there. They were not in a rebuilding as they were with the Herschel Walker situation. I think about the Eagles. I think about guys always being competitive, being tough the last couple of years. When you had Carson Wentz, Nick Foles led you guys. And so, again, you're finding the right piece, but you were not getting rid of pieces that were necessarily adding a whole lot to the team. You were finding a higher piece. You were finding a piece that could contribute more and do more on the team versus taking off pieces because they couldn't get along with the general manager or the owner. See how dysfunctional that is? It's not because what happened wasn't about football, in my opinion. I don't think it was about football. As you indicated, emotions, ego, who gonna be in the spotlight gets in the way of it. It becomes a soap opera, and that was because if it was about getting the best for the team, you could have done that early in the summer. You didn't have to wait the week before. In the locker room now. So that lets me know it wasn't about, and the whole time he kept saying Micah's not going nowhere, this and that. So it wasn't about the performance on the field. It was about personalities. I'm saying with the Eagles, I think the changes you made in a team improving, it was about what was going to happen on the field. That's the difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think you lead me into one of the next things about my research on Jerry is that if you're gonna win, and God has set you up in the right places, stay in the place that God has you in.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about how the owner is in the GM role, and 1 point coaching role, and it's like
you saw that again in the Netflix special.
Right, and it's like, hey man, do your owner thing.
Yeah. I mean, just again as a fan, of course, it's your team.
Yeah.
Been out to the stadium. They showing us the elevator. He comes down. They come on the field in the fourth quarter. Game on the line. He want to come down in those moments. And again, former football player, won a national championship. Get it, understanding it. This is his tour. He absolutely has the right to. But I think that's always been the tension. Who's running the team? Is it him or the coaches? And so the strong personality, like as they indicated, like a Bill Parcells and some of those folks say, hey man, I'm not gonna deal with this. And what's happening? The team is hurt, getting hurt. Fan base getting hurt. Future generational Cowboy fans being reduced.
So pride doesn't just hurt yourself.
Wow.
But it hurts everybody else around you.
Absolutely. Pride it leads us right to the fall. Yesterday, that was a fall.
Right.
That was a fall. Right. That was a fall. Now you can fall forward. You can improve from your trips and your missteps. You can. But the damage of the fall sometimes is not known immediately. You can get back up and not realize that you really hurt something till you get an X-ray or MRI, some things of that nature to say, I tore something. And we may have torn up something.
Well, the next thing would be, do you care if you tore up something?
From a business standpoint, you can still make money. Team's still the most valuable organization anywhere in the world. He's not going to lose money-wise. But again, you may have some people come and supersede them in the future. I remember when the Yankees was on top all the time. You couldn't stop that Yankee machine. People in every city wearing Yankee caps. That thing went off, went down, went off the rails. It can happen. People think it can't fall. It can fall.
Yeah. I mean, I thought y'all fell a long time ago. But
ooh, wow, that hurt. That hurt.
That's my opinion.
Well, with the success that we were used to, you're right.
Yeah.
Because when you win 3 out of 4 years and you get used to that, anything, this drought now of over 20 years, this drought now of, wow, so it's at 95. Yeah, you're talking about 30 years. Yeah, that is a little embarrassing.
To be America's team.
It is a little embarrassing.
And
I gotta look at the camera and say that is a little embarrassing.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, that is embarrassing.
Our pastor.
That is embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
You can look in this camera right here.
Okay.
And say that.
That is absolutely embarrassing.
That's great.
To go 30 years. To go 30 years. And the most, probably, let's say this, since Emmitt Smith, Micah Irvin, and Troy Aikman, the teams, Deion Sanders, the teams of the 90s, the great offensive linemen and teams they had, Randy White and Harvey Martin, Tutar Jones, all those great. Michael probably has been the most dominant player that we've gotten in the draft since. Of course, Zeke made his moment, but Micah's probably the most dominant player. When you start talking about somebody being like a Lawrence Taylor, you talking about grabbing a dominant person. So that means over that 30 years, this has been the most dominant person you have grabbed. Because right now, since the triplets, what Hall of Famer has the Cowboys had on their team in the last 30 years? Once you get past that 90s, once you get past them.
I'm pretty sure they're going to put Tony in here.
Romo?
Unfortunately. But he did have some.
He had some good years.
Decent
I don't know if he's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say he's a Hall of Fame quarterback and won one playoff game.
Yeah, because he fumbled every 2-minute warning.
Wow, you had to bring that up.
And interceptions.
I saw all that grease on the ball in Seattle. You don't have to bring that up. But Michael is the closest Hall of Fame player that we've had in 30 years. And you say, you got to go. We can't, we let our emotions get ahead of that.
You think even over, well, no, definitely. I mean, he's definitely more impactful than Jason Witten, but.
I forgot about Witten. I forgot about Witten. Witten is a Hall of Famer. Yeah. With his longevity, consistent play makes him a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's I missed that. And you know why I probably missed it? Because we didn't win a Super Bowl.
Right.
And so it's hard for me to think about dominance in that sense when we don't win Super Bowls. Because as Cowboy fans, we used to win Super Bowls. That's how I came up. So these last 30 years have been grueling.
I understand.
Difficult.
Maybe if you add one more spike on your star, maybe you might go get the ring.
And what would that?
Because you got 5 spikes. One for each one. Y'all just ain't got enough room. So.
They make 6?
Yeah, just go ahead and just...
Yeah.
So, let's talk about... Because you had Dez Bryant. Dynamite.
Dez Bryant. Yeah.
Dynamite.
So again, kind of the same thing was Witten Bryant.
Right.
It was enough,
right,
to get there. As the GM of the team, I ain't talking about the owner, I'm talking about the GM of the team. With Romo, Dez Bryant, I'm trying to think of the young man who was the running back and led us in rushing, number 29. Oh, slip him in now. We had another defense player. Where did DeMarcus Lawrence go?
DeMarcus Lawrence ended up going...
He's not in Green Bay, is he?
No. I can see it, but I just can't think of it right now.
Okay. Wow. Now I'm nervous.
I don't think he's in the division. No, he's out of the division. I don't know.
Denver.
He went to Denver?
I think he went to Denver.
I don't know.
Y'all help us out on that. So yeah, I think he went to Denver.
Okay. So yeah, you have people like that, man. Like, you were there.
Now that's when you should be making trades to add to the team. See, that's what I'm saying. Romo years with Witten, Dez Bryant, that you had a solid running game with different people. Led us at different points, but that's when you make a trade to get the block that you need, to get the one more piece that you need, like y'all did with Saquon. When Barkley came, everybody knew it was over. You knew it when the season started. The confidence was so high every time you guys went out there. People started to nitpick and want to attack Jalen. When all he was doing was winning. He winning, and because he's not winning with certain style, people want to criticize it.
You don't have to.
But you're right, and you, because you played as a team, your leadership went out and got the additional pieces. Now, we could have said the same thing with Derrick Henry, getting him as a running back. We went back and got Zeke, who was on the bench at the Patriots. See, that's what I'm saying. We didn't add to the team to make it better when we had the chance. Did we go after Barkley? We let our rival in the division get it.
Well, I'm hold that thought, because I got a question about that. I want to go back to Dez.
Okay.
Because y'all did Dez dirty too. Well, your owner did Dez dirty too.
Yeah, I understand that.
And y'all lost him, right? So it's becoming a pattern. I think it was somebody else that he might did dirty too before Micah.
Well, Zeke had to hold out. Dak had to hold out twice.
Zeke ain't Zeke is Zeke though.
What are you trying to say?
Man, Zeke lost after his injury.
Yeah, but in that 5-year span,
he was dominant.
We had enough to win it.
Yeah.
Again, where was the trade then? If you're not afraid to trade and take gambles, they were the opportunities to do it.
Yeah.
And Jerry, time after time again, didn't make off-season trades. So the whole off-season, the last 2 or 3 years when we should have added pieces to take us over the top, we did nothing. We could have won with the teams we had, right?
Right.
So a lot of times you will trade away future draft picks or a declining player or something when you got some support on the bench to be able to help you get through and you make your team better. Mm-hmm. We did nothing those years. When you knew Zeke was declining, you was letting him go, you weren't re-signing him. We had a smaller back that you were going to go back there, no power back, and Derrick Henry available, and you let him go all over to Baltimore. And Baltimore is right there. Baltimore is probably your biggest competition for the Super Bowl this year. A guy that was already in the state.
And voiced that he wouldn't mind.
That's what I'm saying, Jerry. You didn't make the team better when you could. And now you're the trade guru and making the team weaker. So,
in that year of Dez, there was a controversial play.
Okay. Against Green Bay.
Yeah. I think I told you last night. This is the second time y'all gonna let Green Bay burn y'all.
Yeah.
Possibly out of the playoffs again.
No, that ain't the second time. Aaron Rodgers down the sideline as the game ended. Got us a couple years ago. And then Jordan Love came in there and torched us. Torched us when we had the home field advantage. Torched us.
So just Green Bay, just y'all obstacle. Man,
this ain't just start with Green Bay. Before they were Super Bowls, they were NFL championships. Mm-hmm. Game on the line. Green Bay got us then. On the 1 yard sneaker, so Green Bay got us then. Yeah, so
man.
And now we no longer letting them beat us. Now we giving it to them.
For a Pro Bowler, and he's Pro Bowl. He's been there. He played, I guess. Kenny Clark. And everybody I've said say, who's Kenny Clark?
Right.
Who is that?
Yeah.
No disrespect to him. Probably outstanding player.
Yeah.
But he's not Micah Parsons.
That's not a comment, that's a fact, because you got Clark and then 2 first rounders. That tells you right.
Late.
So Green Bay was willing to give up Pro Bowl player, as you indicated. Mm-hmm. 2 first rounders, 26, 27, and $136 million guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What does Green Bay see that we do not?
That's a word in itself.
What do they see that we do not?
So while somebody, you still stuck in a relationship with somebody, don't see the value, and somebody else say, hey, I'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Man. So let's go back to the time to trade. Mm-hmm. Free agency after free agency season comes. Man, I see everybody moving. I never see the stars moving.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't get why not. You almost look like you want to cry. Like you just like, man.
Cut. That's what I was explaining the entire time, that you can have a team that is consistently playoff bound, but can't get over the hump. When the Cowboys lost Jimmy Johnson due to the breakup of Jimmy and Jerry's relationship, Barry Switzer comes in. Team loses its focus and doing what it does, but they realized they needed something else to get back. Mm-hmm. They paid at that time $35 million, which was a high contract for Deion Sanders to come. He added back to the team to get them right back there. All right? Right. You have to see where your team is and make the adjustments. You just made a statement as an Eagle fan, which is nothing but detriment for our team. You look at it and say, I can't even figure out what they're doing. and I want them to do bad. And you can't explain to me what they trying to do.
Yeah.
When the whole off season we were having the same conversation. Is he gonna sign Mike or not? We went the whole season. Nothing. We did nothing.
I mean, even the Commanders decided to go ahead and sign McLaurin.
I'm glad Terry got his role, got his money. But I was so afraid that Micah was going to the Commanders with Dan Quinn. Okay.
Somebody said
okay. Forget all the rest that we just talked about. There it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
We had Dan Quinn on the staff, leading the defense peaking. Bland leads the league with 7 interceptions, return for touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Defense doing this thing right there. When we decided to make a coaching change, well, you knew you were going to make a coaching change.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting a man who took his team to the Super Bowl in Atlanta, turned the defense around, the players love him, you let him go right to your rival and turn your rival around in 1 year. So you don't have to talk about draft picks. You don't have to talk about why we didn't make the choices. That right there should tell you that it's dysfunction when Dan Quinn was right there.
Could it be because the cameras would be more focused on him and not the owner?
Wow, you preaching that. Yeah, Dan Quinn would get credit.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Quinn would be people that they want to interview. Anybody want to interview Mike McCarthy? You think they want to interview Shotgun? People don't even know who the coach of the Cowboys is.
Everybody think Jerry Jones is.
Jason Garrett, love him, but come on.
Yeah.
Now you talking about somebody coming with a big personality in the sense, again, he can wear his cap backwards, he can be cool, connect with players, and got his team fired up and want to play for him. You had it in-house. And let it go. And you knew that McCarthy, you were going to make that change. But you let him hold on 1 more year, then make the change. And look all around the league, college coaches and everybody, all these people you could choose to lead. You take somebody that was already on the staff and tell me how dominant he was in that role. Mm-hmm. Nobody was emerging like, hey, if the Cowboys don't pay Schottenheimer, he coming with us. Like you say, is it that you want somebody that you can control? You want somebody that that's going to do what you say, and you run the team. That way you can go back to the Netflix video and get all the credit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
this thing's not going to be taped, is it? Because this is just talk. I would never want my team to think I'm talking against them. Against us.
I plead the fifth. And with that thought of control.
Yeah.
I think what pride does, pride makes you think that you're somebody that you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that you will try to do things that you're not called to do, you're not supposed to do, just because you can, because you are in a certain position. You think you can do this. And I think what that does is it gives a false identity to who you are.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's happening with
I think pride does this more than anything else. If I can think about it this way.
Mm-hmm.
I think pride causes you to refuse you need help.
Good. Yeah.
It causes you to think you can do it and do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of surrounding yourself with folks who can help you get it done.
Mm-hmm.
See, sometimes we rather look good than be good. Yeah. Sometimes people want to look good but not necessarily be good.
And in Jerry Jones' case, you look good, and then all of a sudden you stop looking good too.
It goes all the way back to 1993, after back-to-back Super Bowls. It fell apart because emotions and egos and all that got in the way. It has never recovered.
Do you think that with this ego, like you're saying, makes you think you can do it all on your own? When I come in with the false identity pieces, do you think he's the owner of? Does he think he's the owner of the
NFL? He might believe he's the smartest owner in the NFL. Yeah, Netflix. They should give me something for keep talking about Netflix. When he sued the league, so he could go and have his own naming rights, and again, great business move, breaking the ceiling. It benefited everybody, and again, some of these decisions can live out. That's why I say, whether or not it was right or wrong, it's going to take some time to see it. Right now, up close, it doesn't look like it.
I mean, some of the stuff, absolutely, it was a great move.
Yeah,
might have been controversial, but
I
think, honestly speaking, even as an Eagle fan, I mean, when you look at who the Cowboys are, commercial-wise, Super Bowl-wise, playing-wise over the years, in the span of years, I mean, I think he made a good business decision. However, those moments, Jimmy Johnson, and all those moments like that.
That one decision with Jimmy Johnson carried the Cowboys for a decade.
Yeah.
So the background didn't make any difference who it was. It carried them for a decade. After that decade, they had to start rebuilding again, because when Troy left, the struggle was, who's the quarterback? Never found a quarterback. Lucked into Romo, lucked into Dak. You didn't make a great selection and go find Romo. Free agent, end up emerging and coming, talented guy who started to settle the franchise. Then you could put the other pieces, Dez and all of them coming. Then Romo starts getting injured some or whatnot, and you picked Dak in the 4th round. You didn't really, nobody kind of saw him coming to do so much, but then he emerged. So you kind of stumbled into those two. Dak coming off leg injury. It's gonna be interesting.
You got Arch coming.
Well, everybody want Arch, so
everybody. That's what I'm saying. That late 1st round may not be good enough.
Oh, it's not. Not for a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
He's starting all over at the running back.
Yeah.
He's starting all over.
Yeah. So I mean, decisions made, man.
Most people think now the idea is going to be we're going to outscore everybody.
How?
You're going to score 35 and they're going to score 28.
Who? For your receivers?
Yeah.
Because that's all you got.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a... Dude. The whole thing, if y'all don't know by now, the whole thing about what I'm talking about is just the decisions we make when we base our life off of pride. When we don't... And I think pride is such a blinded drug, or it's a toxic, something that just kind of blinds it. You don't really know it's there. Some of us will be, that's just the way I am. We think, some of us may think we're even right and don't realize it's pride. And I think with my studies of research, just watching Jerry, that's what's happening. It's like he don't realize it. Like maybe he does, and he's just like, hey man, I make enough money, I can do what I want to do. or my decisions got me this far and I'm going to stick with my decisions.
You have to be careful with those because, sometimes when you think you are above the law, it can lead you into a situation in which you'll do something or something to surface and people can take away what you have.
Yeah.
It's not always that you would want to sell a team.
Yeah.
When we start to operate as if we have no boundaries, things can be taken away from you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think that's a great piece as when we come together as men, and just anybody really, as we sharpen each other in this body, that we are humble enough to be sharpened.
Yeah.
Because when you sharpen something, you have to be picked up and you have to be rubbed against, and it doesn't always feel good, but you come out sharper in the end.
Well, you're saying something key there. You have to have others around you that can make you better.
Yeah.
So if you're the smartest person in the room and all you have around you is people who would just validate what you say and think, you're not getting sharp.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're becoming dull.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, that light of the star has become very dull.
Wow. Sad but true. I always joke that, when you wanted to find Jesus, they told him to follow the star.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it was this one. I'm no longer sure it was this one. The question today became, what was the biggest loss, Luca or Micah?
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I think Micah. I think the Luca piece, you got enough back in return that you can build around with the Mavericks and such thing. He was good. He's good. He's good. I think with Anthony Davis and who else they got? They got somebody else.
Kyrie.
I think in that you can build around that.
Yeah, they can be competitive.
Right.
Again, they were right there. So it was very similar.
Yeah.
The Mavericks were right there. So they were very similar in teams that's right there, and do you trade that building block? Now, it hurt Dallas more than Mavericks because nobody saw it coming.
Right.
It shook shock waves through.
Yeah.
Micah's move also sent shock waves, but you at least felt the tremor before it got there.
True.
And we have trembled so much soap opera-ness that it was just going to be another thing. We will sign day one. He might skip game one. That's what everybody was feeling. And so again, if you're making this trade for the team improvement, we had to wait to this end. And that's why I said that emotional piece, that pride piece got in the way.
Yeah.
You cannot make decisions off emotion.
Right.
Because in our emotions, we'll do things and say things that we don't mean.
Yeah.
And our pride will keep us from admitting it. See, that's what happened with Jerry and Jimmy. The emotions got ahead of it. We said some things. I can find 500 more people to coach this team. The emotions got ahead, and pride wouldn't let me say I'm sorry.
Yep.
He put him in the Ring of Honor last year before last. Netflix shows you some reconciliation in each other's presence, but when they walk away,
you need at least 10,000 for the way you promoting this.
Yeah, at least 10,000. You can make that out too, but it's never been right.
Yeah,
it's never been right. It's never been right.
You said a piece with that emotion, making decisions out of the emotion. What if pride takes away your emotion? What I mean by that is that what if for some, pride takes that away in such a way that it doesn't matter the decision I make, whether it's good or bad, as long as I'm in the front, I'm good.
I think pride can do that. Yeah. I think pride, when you talk about emotion, just even something happens and I should feel sad about something, my pride can cut that piece out where it won't even allow me to feel sad about it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and pride, in the reverse way, you can win the championship, and because the spotlight is not on you, you're not even happy.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that.
Yeah, you can see some players. Pride refuses to let you be happy for other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a sad place. That's why I said, as much as I'm a Cowboy fan, and we may not win, if Michael wins,
you're good.
I can be happy. And the Eagles, I'm not gonna be happy for them. That's some pride right there. That's some pride right there. If y'all win back to back,
you gonna hear the end of me. Matter of fact, hold on. While we're on this,
yeah,
because we did win last year.
You did,
right? We are 2-time Super Bowl champions.
2-time.
All right.
Yeah.
I know y'all got 5, but we got 2.
Right.
I got.
So what's in the division? Of all the teams in the division, you got the least amount. You're the baby brother, and
that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the victories. I gotta take the wins and roll with it.
Yeah.
I just believe.
Yeah.
For tailgate this year, because of all this, y'all need to be out with everybody else in the tables.
Wow.
And the Eagles will have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Not the tailgate.
Yeah.
Not the tailgate.
Yeah.
Like Martin, not my mom Bird.
I think it's only right because y'all been bad, man. Y'all just been bad. It's not you, but your team, your owner has just not reflected the life of Christ.
Wait a minute. Until the fan base here for other teams get larger.
Oh, we'll come heavy. I'm just saying
15, 20 people's not heavy. We bring 100.
Man, listen. I will pull the Eagles out.
Okay.
I'm put on the table.
Okay.
You can think about it, pray about it.
Yeah.
I do.
The fan base that has the largest following in the church will get the center spot.
All right. We'll do it that way.
Yeah. The bad thing, we're gonna have the largest fan base. We just not gonna be happy. Here's what. Let me say this about the Cowboys. I hope you get this in the clip. Here's what I want to say about the Cowboys. I'm gonna compare it to a relationship.
Okay.
I'm not gonna divorce the Cowboys.
Okay.
But I'm gonna cheat on them. Some days I'm not gonna come home. And by that I mean some days we're gonna play some teams I'm just not gonna watch. I already know what's gonna happen. So I ain't gonna divorce them.
Right.
But I ain't saying I'm gonna be faithful either. I'm gonna watch some other teams and some other players and some local kids.
Man.
I'm gonna watch the Chargers and Zion Johnson. I'm gonna watch some other people, cause I know this was a side chick season. Yeah. I don't know if I.
Oh man.
Yeah, they've disappointed me so much. I can't leave them.
Right.
I got 55 years with them. Can't leave them. Too much history.
Mm-hmm.
But some nights I ain't come home.
Say, go Lamar.
Yeah. You might see me in some other people's stands. Right.
Yeah.
Instead of flying out to see the Cowboys, I might go some other places to see some other teams. And take the family with me.
Say, gonna introduce her to mom. Good gracious.
Who that at the cookout? Yeah, because you ain't gonna mistreat me and I'm gonna still come home and act right all the time. Come on now.
Yeah.
I got pride too. Yeah. So for the Cowboy Nation, Jerry Jones, I'm after 55 years of being a fan, I'm not leaving, but I'm gonna go see other people.
Well, I'll be with Philly.
That's where you gonna be at.
I'll be with Philly and rooting them on.
Yeah.
I'll get mad.
Yeah.
I'll be happy. I'm gonna go up and down. We good right now.
If the Cowboy fans start wearing bags over their face this year,
I wouldn't be surprised.
That's gonna be hilarious. But we could very well. People don't realize how fast it can fall off.
That's true.
You can have a team that just falls apart. So, between winning and losing, the line is so thin. that the mindset, the camaraderie, the working together teams is so important. The chemistry. Mm-hmm. And when there's a chemical imbalance, you end up with night sweats.
Oh.
Right?
That's true.
You end up with some things not right because the overall chemistry is not there. That's what's happening with us, man. Our off season. That's what you need to study. Just the off season. Don't worry about the regular season.
Just the off season.
Just the off season.
I mean, that's where I got started. I started in free agency.
Yeah, because most of your off season is gonna be blank pages.
Mm-hmm. What you gonna do?
No.
Why are you not doing like it's an interesting piece even when you think about that particular thought of off season. In our moment as we're in Sabbath, right? We're in this moment of resting and resting with God. Let's look at it as an off season.
All right.
Piece. That's your moment to do some work, inner work.
Yes.
That is the moment that we are doing inner work, and we're getting stuff together. You can focus on weaknesses that you're gonna ask God to strengthen, and all these different things. The same thing with the Cowboys. The off season has never any movement to look at your weaknesses, to get players that you know would be an impact. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. I've done the study. Man, Aaron jokes me all the time. He said, man, you really a Cowboy fan.
Right. Just undercover.
No, I'm not. Hey, man, I love the Cowboys. Because they just make it easy.
Wow. That hurts. That hurts.
They make it easy, man.
Yeah, like you're saying, as it relates to this Sabbath piece, is an opportunity to reconnect and look and come out stronger.
Yeah.
You can't come out weaker. You can't take the off season and become weaker.
Right.
And that's what we did. We took our moments of reflection and instead of a reinvestment, we had a reduction.
Right.
And the culture, that's where you're going to see it at, man. The locker room now, somebody raised the question, why wouldn't the players speak up more for Micah? They say, hey, you got to get this done. Charles Haley, when they didn't sign Emmett, Netflix, throws a helmet in Jerry Jones' office and the helmet sticks in the wall. That's how hard he threw it. Mm-hmm. And said, get him signed. He was signed in 5-6 days, played the next game, Monday Night Football, came out, we won. We won 14 in a row. We lost the first 2. Mm-hmm. Then we won 14 games in a row, plus playoffs to the Super Bowl, 17 games in a row after losing the first 2. Why? Somebody stood up and said, hey, we have too much talent on this team and can win now, but you got to do what's right. Mm-hmm. I never heard anybody else say, I just can't wait for Micah to get in. Everybody want to say the politically correct thing, go along with the owner. I don't even know who they're going to interview after games other than that.
That's about it. CD did say something in regard. He said it quietly. Like I said, kind of political, but he did say, hey, man, I just want him to get paid.
Well, he got it.
He sure enough got it.
He got it.
But he said, I'm not going to get all into it. He said, what him and Jerry got going on, he said, but I love Micah. I would love to see him with us. I just want to get paid.
Yeah. Micah, man, I'm telling you, I'm glad you got paid. And call a brother, you need somebody to hold a little something.
He sure enough got paid.
Yeah, man. Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Young man. I'm glad for him. Yeah. And it didn't happen with us. I just want to happen somewhere for him. Mm-hmm. And some players we lose, I'm like, But I just think he was the heart and soul of the team. Yeah. Yeah. You can't take an engine out, expect the car to run. You just can't. It's not going to happen.
We're going to see how far we can push it.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this as an Eagle fan, as your son.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
Brotherhood. Brotherhood. Over everything else, family. Brotherhood. brotherhood. We're looking for an exciting season.
Yeah.
We'll talk more as the season goes on. September 4th, men be getting together, study God's word, and the Eagles and the Cowboys play. And that's the Eagles Manos. That's the Cowboy Eagle game Manos, Micah Parsons. So I look for Jalen Hurts to be the leading passer in week 1. Ridiculous.
Woo! Well, as he said, September 4th, we are coming together. Hopefully I get this out before September 4th.
Yeah.
Let's pray on that first. But I think that this is going to be more than just today. You have seen the first episode of the new podcast show, man-to-man coverage. Man-to-man coverage. And so we're going to talk about how iron sharpens iron. And not just man as in male, but man as in women as well. It's the species of the human being. We got to be there for each other.
Yeah.
And we got to sharpen one another, and we got to cover one another. And so that's what this was going to be all about. Is we take sports, we take different topics, and we twist and we talk about it, and we say, what is God saying in it?
Yeah.
All right. And so lead us out in prayer.
Yeah, absolutely. So Father God, we love you and we pray, God, that certainly all that we do is pleasing to you. It's our heart's desire that men, women, boys, and girls come into the saving knowledge of thee. So bless us, God, with the platform to be able to share with one another in such a way, God, that we gain strength from one another, that certainly those who come from the same created makeup, you being the great creator, learn in life how to exchange information, ideas, and love with one another in such a way that we come from that encounter better. Bless us to be a blessing. In the marvelous name of Jesus, continue to bless Pastor Travis and all that God lays upon, that you lay upon his heart. And God, continue to bless you, your men, your women of this church, this community, and this country in a marvelous way. We love and thank you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
God bless you, family.
Bless y'all.